money, get some money, get some money, get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a tall NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking?
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Evans. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
11 MP. They gotta go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterbacks to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie locks in on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. On a screen, this is Evans. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
11.
They'll run here with Evans. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Evans with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his prevent turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bengals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And complete to Drake London. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Evans running straight ahead. And some room to work. 20, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. With that run, going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far. That's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Looking left side, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Come on, set. Fight, 60.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Evans. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here we go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, a run with Evans. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 143 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Evans, and he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, a run with Evans.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A give up the middle to Evans.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11. 11.
They'll try and run for it with Evans.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A great return there of 22 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Evans.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Pitts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
97.
Back to throw.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Von Bell.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them